From midfield now, Lawrence. And that's complete. Inside the 35. 16 yards on that one, and also... down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hey, I'm gun. 13, Luke, go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Trevor Lawrence, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. They were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
2nd and 10. Wilson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deron Harmon. this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
2nd and 9.
Right open. Think right.
Out of the game. Zay Flowers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Texans, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. This now a 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Go, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed to Hyatt. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
30 left.
first down. Lawrence. There's Chris Olave. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded him, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
13, Luke.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Hey, go.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On red.
Here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll try and run, Walker. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Oh, and an injured member of the offense there. It's the quarterback, Zach Wilson, in some distress. They need 12 here. It's third down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Wow, that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
On the return, the Texans take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
All right, let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
11. Silver.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 48 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
At the Texans' 28-yard line.
That caught by Manhurts. So the completion good for 7 there. And now it's third and 4. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard down,
they're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out first and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Colts first down.
And Zappi to throw.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there.
5 DBs, but what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little, and oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now Zappi sees something, changing the play. They'll go again with Gibbs.
He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
Don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive.
Gibbs will try and pick it up.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas.
Take right open.
Lawrence will throw. Finding Walker complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Walker with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Take right. Add that. There we go.
Now Lawrence. Complete right side to Hyatt. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They're trying to find Sharp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Juju Brents. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Three-quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Now Lawrence to throw. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Out is
the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Zappi on third down.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Preston Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Hyatt.
Go. 30 left. Hey, kill.
Here's Lawrence.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Gun. 13 loop. Go. Street.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Now Lawrence.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Chris Olave.
32 yards.
And the Texans are on their way to a 2-0 start. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll work down inside the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Zappe.
His throw incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line.
Now Zappe. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
They'll throw again with Zappe. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV.
The York on now for the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A gain of 15. And the Colts 1st down.
Zappe now on 1st and 10.
They got his man complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year. Because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Zappi to throw on first down.
Got a man, that's Lazard. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
First down, Indianapolis.
On first down, here's Zappi.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
11, add it. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just
Ready, ready. Ready.
Here we go. Set. Set. Ready. Set. Go. Here we go. Set. Cut. Okay, ready? Hut, hut. Down. Set. Ready up. Hut. Go. Let's go now.